From the wetlands of southern Texas to the vast grasslands of the Brazilian Pantanal, Houston's Heart of the Zoo showcases a fantastic range of animals from the Americas. We will see the iconic jaguar, American alligator, black howler monkey, and many others. Welcome back to the channel everyone, my name is Callum and this is the tour of the latest two areas of the Houston Zoo recreation, the Texas Wetlands and the South America's Pantanal. We start at the Texas Wetlands. An immersive natural wetland mimics the bald cypress swamps found throughout the southern United States, a critical habitat for many native wetland animals. Nearby is the Cypress Circle Cafe, a rather unique style of building providing indoor dining to the Central Zoo. The cafe saw extensive renovations along with the Texas Wetlands to bring this 1950s era building up to modern standards. Inside, a bright, spacious interior offers ample dining space, colourful wall murals, and a sizable ordering area to manage with the large amount of guests that use this cafe. Outside, the cafe is built around a large bald cypress tree. Shaded outdoor dining also gets a view towards the natural wetland, where native animals may be seen. The wetland was designed as a self-sustaining ecosystem, allowing birds, reptiles and insects to thrive. Those who are interested in plant education can learn about the importance of bald cypress trees thanks to the signage here. We leave the cafe area now to join up to the rest of the Texas Wetlands. The entrance to the Texas Wetlands can be easily spotted by this large sign with a silhouette of the state of Texas. We get a brief introduction about the three animals that have been the core focus of conservation efforts: the American alligator, whooping crane, and the bald eagle. Entering the boardwalk, we first encounter the bald eagle, America's iconic bird of prey. Sound different? The bald eagle doesn't really have a majestic call. Many hear the stronger call of the red-tailed hawk in most media instead. The eagle's high-pitched whistles or piping notes is definitely an underwhelming reality. Past the large nesting habitat for the eagles, we encounter the largest North American bird and rarest crane species, the whooping crane. Identified by its whooping call and tall stature, Texas is home to the only wild migratory flock of whooping cranes. These birds spend winter on the coastal marshes of Aransas National Wildlife Refuge and migrate 2,500 miles north to their breeding grounds in Wood Buffalo National Park in northern Alberta, Canada. Opposite the crane aviary, we get a glimpse of the aquatic life in the wetland. These large prehistoric-looking fish are alligator gar, known for their distinctive snout and powerful jaws. These fish prefer slow-moving waters like the bald cypress swamps in southern Texas. Handy signage is found on these fish as well, along with pretty much every animal we will see here on this tour. The last stretch of boardwalk brings us to the final portion of the Texas Wetlands. On the left we will find the American alligators, and on the right the lower entrance to the Pantanal can be found. This is where we will finish the tour today. The Pantanal can easily be spotted by the rustic gate and colourful signage. On the corner of the path, zoo directions can be found to assist wayfinding throughout the zoo. We will take the advice of the signage and turn around to finish off the Texas Wetlands. The razor-toothed predator of the American wetland, the American alligator. Once endangered, the alligator numbers now reach 5 million throughout southern United States. Texas is home to roughly 10% of the alligator population due to large parts of the state being uninhabitable for them. They are largely limited to the eastern wetlands, reaching up to a population of 400,000 to 500,000. At the zoo, we can find 2 alligators. Many alligators aren't too fond of really large groups, especially large males. Alligators, in fact, are traditionally solitary animals who would rather snap than chat. Leaving the alligator shelter brings the Texas Wetlands tour to an end. The path to the left shows us where we started off near the Cypress Circle Cafe, but let's continue our tour of the Americas. Travelling 4,200 miles southeast to the Brazilian state of Mato Grosso do Sul. While we can find the children's zoo to the left, let's continue right to the Pantanal. South America's Pantanal is the world's largest wetland, covering 42 million acres, the equivalent of 4 medium-sized European countries. While the Pantanal is mainly a Brazilian flooded grassland, it does extend south and west into Bolivia and Paraguay. The main entrance into the Pantanal is marked by these yellow houses on stilts. These are modelled after nature lodges in the Brazilian northern Pantanal, which are built to handle the seasonal flooding of the grassland they are built on. I really wouldn't want to be the guy who found it out the hard way. The stilts aren't just for show, they hold up the river's edge building we are going to explore. First up is a mixed forest habitat for monkeys and a gouty. Of note, the only native Pantanal animal here is the black howler monkey. Other animals like the white-faced saki and the red-rumped agouti are found way north in the northeast Amazon. Colourful signage is found for all animals in the Pantanal, not that much information, but features a key fact about the animals nonetheless. Continuing the aquatic theme here, we find a long, slithery snake known for constricting its prey, the green anaconda. This is the largest snake in the world, reaching up to 9 meters long. Despite the size and weight of this huge snake, it's right at home in the water. It is a stealthy and efficient swimmer, often seen lurking in the water waiting for prey. Those who love snakes can get even closer in this anaconda glass tunnel. Opposite the anaconda, a sweeping glass window showcases another largest animal right at home in the water. This is the largest freshwater otter, the aptly named giant river otter. The 5 giant otters at the zoo are an active bunch. They love diving in their deep pool and rolling around in the mud pool. If lucky, guests can get a view of the otters zooming around underwater, seeing how fast these large otters can move. Beside the otters, we get a glimpse of what happens when the Pantanal floods each year. A bunch of fish, such as catfish, giant pacu, and freshwater stingrays, invite themselves to the Pantanal, often ending up as otters' lunch. Signage at the aquarium here tells us pretty much that. More space to swim means more food for the otters. We can also learn about the 6 species that inhabit this aquarium. With the River's Edge building coming to an end, we find 2 more exhibits. On the left, smoky jungle frogs can be found in mossy rocks and leaves, while the emerald tree boa hangs from a branch above, patiently waiting for prey. Surrounded by natural mud walls and tropical foliage, we travel deeper into the Pantanal. Guests travel under yet another yellow lodge and find themselves at a small plaza. Some seeing here offers a nice break, although the natural immersion is sort of broken with all these giant city buildings in the background. Not just seeing here though, we can find another viewing for the giant otters. The lower pool allows the otters to slide on down to the smaller pool where a fresh bite of fish may be waiting for them. Sustainable tourism is pretty important to the Pantanal. Conservation agencies encourage preserving natural resources and wildlife rather than exploiting them. Tourists come to see these iconic wetland animals, jaguars especially are a favourite. Next up we travel to Bolivia to see the critically endangered blue-throated macaw. This bright blue and yellow macaw, not to be confused with the blue and yellow macaw, is endemic to the Beni savannas of north-central Bolivia, where these large parrots can be found nested in groves of mutaku palm trees. Zoos like Houston work with locals to save this colourful bird. Nesting boxes, planting trees and protecting natural forests is extremely important to ensure this macaw's survival. A key predator of the Pantanal is surely the largest cat of the Americas, the jaguar. We find these colourful cats prowling the river's edge. Despite being bright yellow, the jaguar's rosette pattern are a key to their camouflage. These spots break up their outline, mimicking shadows and foliage, allowing them to effectively disappear. Prey like tapir, capybara, deer, and even caiman all fall victim to this fearsome predator. A cool feature of the jaguar habitat is the overhead walkway, allowing jaguars to enter their indoor shelter building with ease, allowing guests to get a fantastic view of these cats above the path. No Pantanal exhibit is complete with the addition of a large grassland. Among the lush grasses we can find greater rhea, capybara and other iconic animals of the Pantanal grasslands. We can also get another view of the jaguars around the corner, closer to the pool the jaguars love to swim in. Unlike most cats, jaguars love to soak themselves. Leaving the jaguars for now, we enter the Pantanal grassland, the largest of all habitats in Houston's Pantanal, featuring no less than 6 species in this lush grassland. Possibly this is the vista of Houston's Pantanal, the mixture of Pantanal grassland animals all visiting one of the many watering holes, providing fresh water when all other water has dried up in the summer heat. Watering holes attract animals from all around, and this is when animal spotting is at its easiest. Both predators and prey gather around water sources as the summer heat in the Pantanal is no joke. One part of the Pantanal grassland is the watering hole. Behind these natural mud walls we can find the expansive lush grassland, where we can find one of the many cattle ranch style buildings throughout the Pantanal. Cattle ranches are how a lot of the locals make a living in the Pantanal. Low intensity ranching for Pantanal cattle has been the lifestyle for generations, where both wildlife and ranchers coexist somewhat peacefully. Outside the ranch building, one piece of equipment found in the Pantanal is a wooden box trap. This trap is used specifically for tapirs, allowing researchers to capture, gather data, and release tapirs safely. We may have spotted the final animal of the grassland, the giant anteater, especially with the large orange termite mounds. These are favoured by anteaters as a sign of a tasty feast, using their sharp claws to tear open the mound and their long sticky tongue to feed on ants and termites within. Pantanal isn't finished just yet. Houston's reputation for its diverse range of bird species doesn't miss the Pantanal. The Savannah Aviary, while not true to the real zoo, features red-legged sirima, a predatory bird of the grasslands of South America. Most may find a resemblance to the better-known African secretary bird. The Savannah Aviary in the Rio Zoo features a walk through aviary showcasing many of the small birds and ducks of the savannah instead, while the Sirima expands on that on how diverse the bird life of the Pantanal can be. Next door is the Water Bird Aviary, featuring 3 of the iconic South American wetland birds, the jaguar stork, the roseate spoonbill, and the white-faced whistling duck.
Park Eckenhagen.
Und begrüßt mich. Jetzt klappern wir zusammen.
With how much water is in the Pantanal, it's no wonder birds love the region. An abundance of water, foliage, food and shelter offers a key migratory stopping point and a home for many birds. The Pantanal offers everything a bird could ever need. The water bird aviary is in fact our final sight of South America's Pantanal, the world's largest and most diverse wetland. What is left is a straight path marked by the rustic Pantanal exit sign. The rustic sign, marked by the name of the Trans-Pantanera, is based off the real road in the Pantanal that marks the start and end of this adventurous dirt road. Brazilian Portuguese, Spanish and English can all be found written on this sign. Thank you everyone for watching this tour of Houston Zoo Recreation. That's it from me and see you all next time.